How's the royal family? I pray that everyone is doing well. Well, my royal family, y'all remember this? Y'all remember this story? And I had to put it on Black Junction TV. I'm gonna do everything I can to put it on both. We shall see how far I get into this. So I was really mad at this coon, and what is his name? Daryl Davis, this coon, and he's with this KKK Grand Poobah, or whatever they call themselves, Richard Preston, I think it's Preston. Well, anyway, I showed the video. I know some of y'all remember. And back when they had that big thing in Charlottesville, Richard Preston shot his gun in an open crowd, and he claimed he was protecting himself because a brother had a some type of device, a torch, or with a flame or something like that. So anyway, this coon here, Daryl, he likes to play with fire. And so let's refresh the royal family's psyche and memory. So this is what Daryl likes to do. He thinks this is his way of combating isms in America. And so he's been doing this for quite some time, where he befriends these KKK folks, and he gets them to turn over their clown suit or their Halloween outfit. I mean, why you gotta hide? I mean, just stay in your truth. That's how I look at it. So this is what his out of shape ass he really think he's doing something. Well, what got under my skin, because I've been knowing about his behind, what got under my skin was, let's go back here. He testifies in his behalf and befriends him and even bails him out of jail. So they've been friends for a number of years. And, well, none of that worked. None of that worked. And found out, I got an article here, my royal family, that I'm going to let y'all read because it's quite long, but it's a damn good article. So they send Klan leader Richard Preston sentenced to 4 years in prison for firing gun, Unite the Right. So it was at the Unite the Right. That's what they called it. Okay, keep this in mind. He could have gotten 8 years. So we're going to keep all of that in mind. But I would imagine that he's pissed because he figured he was going to walk, because that's their mindset, that they don't supposed to serve any time. And when I was reading the article, they was talking about, oh, well, he went to this museum, you know, that unquote African American museum, which is a joke. And he got married to Becky, and you know, he's a upstanding citizen. And I said, this was all done because I didn't catch it. This was all done. He did all this prior to the sentencing. Well, I found out doing my research that when this coon got up on the stand for him, he asked the judge, could he take him to this museum, you know, so he can understand how things really work in America. Oh, he know how things work in America. He know exactly what's going on. This was all a game. So my royal family, I'm going to play this video to refresh your memory even deeper.
KKK Imperial Wizard, a man who attended last year's rally and was arrested for shooting a gun there. I want to warn you that some of the language you will hear in her report is disturbing.
I shot a gun. A man had a flamethrower.
Richard Preston admitting what he did during the deadly white nationalist Unite the Right rally last year in Charlottesville, Virginia. That's Preston yelling the N-word, aiming and firing in the direction of a black counter-protester wielding a blowtorch. Preston spoke to CNN for the first time since he pleaded no contest in the case against him.
Are you sorry for shooting a gun towards a black man?
No, because I protected people on the steps. That's all I was doing.
But you did say the N-word before you fired that gun.
Can I ask you a question? If you're standing in a group of 1,000 black folks,
There wasn't 1,000 black folks around you.
I can't tell you how many there was, but okay, a large group of black people. Okay, how do you get one black man's attention in a crowd full of black people?
You say, hey, you with the torch. There's 1,000 ways.
He didn't care.
Preston says he went to protect a Confederate statue as a member of a militia, but he also wears another hat.
The heck with all these illegals.
That of an imperial wizard of a Ku Klux Klan chapter. For years, he's been trying to rebrand the KKK as peaceful do-gooders, not hate-filled racists.
Do you hate black people?
No, I have friends that are black.
But you're an imperial wizard of a Ku Klux Klan group, and the Klan has a history of terrorizing black folks. How can you say that?
Some clans did have a history of terrorizing black folks, but not all clans did. And I've never terrorized a black person in my life.
Why not join the Kiwanis Club? Why not call it something different? Why the Ku Klux Klan?
Because I want to see the Klan become what it once was.
He references this, the second rising of the Klan, when thousands marched through Washington in 1925.
At that time, that march was about the fact that our country was allowing immigrants to come here, change their names with no documentation. If your name was Schwarzkopf, you could come here and call yourself Schwartz, and nobody cared.
He fails to mention it was also about keeping blacks, Jews, and immigrants from rising socially or politically, but he says his Klan is different.
It's not about a black man, a white man, a brown man, a red man, and a yellow man. It's about a red, white, and blue.
Preston is still awaiting sentencing in Charlottesville.
How you doing, man? How you doing, my friend?
While he waits, something remarkable is happening because of this man. R&B musician Daryl Davis has spent decades engaging with Klan members and challenging their beliefs. He and Preston have talked for years via phone, and suddenly, Davis was standing up for Preston in court.
What did you say to the judge?
I testified on his behalf. I also paid part of his bail money to get him out.
You paid part of his bail money?
I did.
Is he taking you for a fool, using you?
No, not at all. Not at all.
How do you know?
Because he and I were already friends. I said, I'm willing to take Mr. Preston, and he has agreed to go down to this museum with me and take a tour of it and learn something.
He's referring to the National Museum of African American History.
Seeing what he's going to see there is going to plant a seed. The seed may not blossom today, tomorrow, the next day, but eventually it will come out, because the truth can never be squashed.
The two men bonding over history and returning to Davis's home to find another shared passion. His track record speaks volumes. Davis says 200 of the Klansmen he's befriended over the years have left the group, more than 40 of them with a simple gesture, relinquishing their Klan robes to him.
You don't think he'll ever give your robe up? No, I'll be buried in it. It's already set in stone.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
But then, this happened. Richard Preston, who had never been married, had Daryl Davis at his Klan wedding.
As you stand in the presence of God.
This time, it was Davis giving something away. The bride.
Me and his friendship has been something really special to me.
She wanted me to be a part of this wedding. That's beautiful. That's a seed planted.
All right. So, I had to refresh my memory because I had forgot. You know, you do so many videos, and so he did all of that, and he still got the 4 years. Let's see what's really going on here. Let me pull this up. I forgot one more thing. Let's see here. Let's go to image. So where is he? There he is. So Richard, it didn't quite work out like you thought, huh? You're gonna have to do them 4 years, but 4 years is nothing because you could have ended up doing 8. So you still got a slap on the wrist. I would imagine that you pissed because you wanted this coon to get you off completely. But I'm pretty sure that he gonna put some money on your books. And you know, Becky, she gonna be there. She gonna be there. She gonna come and see you every weekend. I don't know if you'll get conjugal visits. I don't know how it work in, you know, that particular state. but you're gonna do them for years. So, boy, I don't even know what else to say, my royal family, because I keep focusing on this fool here. See, this the kind of person you're gonna hear he gonna be dead somewhere, back somewhere up in the woods, because you know he is deranged. He really think that he doing something. He really do. Dude, your big ass can't run up out of the woods. Boy, you playing with fire, playing with these people. These people ain't playing. You know, and then he got a collection of this stuff. That stuff got demonic spirits on it as far as I'm concerned. You don't play with fire. I'm a welder. I know about fire. You know. And when I was working, I kept something around to kill out the fire. You know, I prepared myself. Have you prepared yourself? No, he has not. He think that he could really talk his way up out of a situation, and collecting this stuff is a joke. These are costumes. These people take this stuff serious. Believe a person when they say who they are or demonstrate who they are. And his buddy here, let's go back here. His buddy here said when he died, he would be buried in it. Take heed to the enemy. This is nothing to play with, my royal family. And I know y'all have plenty sense. So anyway, my royal family, I just wanted to inform y'all that this article here that will be here for y'all to read at your leisure, that Richard, he got to do them 4 years. So anyway, my royal family, render your voice with your beautiful divine words. And as always, my royal family, I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support. And with that said, Ashe.